Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So Paul of Psquare's wife had her baby shower in ATL, Georgia. It was, of course, it had the Nigerian spice. They had food, jollof rice, fried rice, and among so many other amazing delicacies. The beautiful mom to be looked super gorgeous in her red outfits. From the colors, the backdrop, you can tell she is having a baby girl. We cannot wait to meet the next, little Paul Okoye, little Izine. That would be so beautiful, super gorgeous. And Paul has a daughter with his previous wife, Anita, but some time ago there were strong rumors that he got a girl pregnant in just many years ago, but he doesn't acknowledge that particular daughter. So I don't know if it's true. Sometimes you don't know some of these things. It's possible a DNA was conducted and we never got to see that, and probably they didn't share it with the press. But I know that he doesn't acknowledge that child publicly. He shows off his kids with Anita a lot. He is currently in ATL. I think the lady is due to put to bed, so that's the reason he's probably in town, and he has been hanging out with his children. They've been having a great time, going for bowling, basketball. Looks like his son has interest in being a sports guy, and so they have been really busy. So guys, before the end of this vlog, I am going to let you listen to the background voice, but let's see how much fun Paul has been having with his kids. Remember that Paul recently got a house in ATL. I think he has 3 or 4 houses, so I feel like Anita stays on one, and now Ezine has been in America for some time, and it's really beautiful. Someone was like, you're supporting this one, but you always criticize Judy. And I'm like, I am 100% sure this lady was probably not in the picture when the marriage went south. His marriage with Anita, and I think he has mentioned it, that he didn't know Zini, they weren't dating at the time he was married to Anita. So I think that excuses her of being pegged a husband snatcher or comparing her with Judy Austin. But no, I know Nigerians, orange and apples, when it comes to drawing parallels. I think Nigerians are 1/100. I was telling a friend that the same way I wouldn't judge a woman who decided to remarry after her marriage ended is the same way I wouldn't judge Paul. And as much as his previous marriage was messy, the divorce and all that, there were lots of stories of how he was sleeping with the house helps. But then I don't know how true that is, because sometimes when it comes to divorce my dear, people throw mud, now who lie pass, now who fling that pass be the cocoa. So a lot of times I don't really take the word for it, especially if there is no evidence. I'm like, oh well, only God knows what happened. Like I said, let's see some fun moments with Paul and his children before we head over to the baby shower, of course with the volume. I was really thinking that if it was the time Anita was still with Paul, he would have been so mad at her for letting his children hang out with Lola and Peter. But now, of course, she is in America, free to do whatever. If he decides not to see his children, his loss. Whoa, Nadia is the true daughter of her father. She is so talented.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Listen guys, look at his son Andrew practicing, exercising. He is, like I said, he is into sports, and this is him training. This is so beautiful. Can they have a thing like this in Nigeria? You guys say what? Guys, this is how children build their dreams. This is how the Ronaldos, the Messi, the Osime are made.
That's good. What is that?
The men were not left out. They were upstairs, of course, being treated to amazing barbecue. Kathy, rude boy. I feel like they had their court wedding. I guess that was what enabled her travel. Yes, to have the baby in America. Here we have the beautiful cake. Although I feel like I wish Ifeoma did it in Nigeria, it would have been a lot more fun. Yeah. All right.
So I was gonna come and ask, can I coach? Baby. Okay, well, what am I doing?
So you just saw Rude Boy, the soon-to-be new dad, grilling chicken for the guests at the event. So guys, I remember early this year there was a prophecy on this lady. At the time she wasn't pregnant, and I recall the prophecy said that she was going to get pregnant and will lose her life in the course of having the baby, and that her family was going to deal with Paul mercilessly. Like, that prophecy scared me because I know it was shortly there was something that happened, and I was like, no, as much as sometimes we tend to downplay prophecies, the truth is people see they people can see, but they don't necessarily have the solution. But it is your duty as the recipient of the prophecy to act on it. Maybe you go to prayers, you seek intercessory prayers, you go and meet a man of God to lay his hands on you, a good man of God, and all that. So when I saw that, I was like scared. I was like, in fact, when I saw it, I was like, well, she's not pregnant. Isn't it smarter than that? I don't think she would want to have a baby without being married. Or I was like, she's too young, like she's 22 or so. I was like, this lady is too young. She's probably not thinking marriage. She's just having a good time generally. Lo and behold, moments late, like few months down the lane, I saw that this girl was pregnant. She uploaded a picture on TikTok, and of course people are like, you look big, you look bloated and all that. And I remember I was worried. I was like, this prophecy shouldn't come to pass. This guy should do right and go and officially pay her bride price or see her people. And thankfully he did that, and it was so beautiful to see. It was really beautiful to see because, my dear, in Igbo land, if a woman buys, when you, let's say she was living with you and buy while giving birth, hey, her family, all the money you did not spend on her when she was alive, her family will ensure you pay that and even double before she is interned. So most times people are usually scared, like, they'll tell you, like in my family, there was time it happened to my uncle now, after like 5 children. Like, his wife died while giving birth to the last child, and I remember my dad and my uncles were so upset after the woman died, and everybody was like, what is going on, her family, hey, they wrote lists, all the things he was going to do, like my uncle's son way. So after that, my uncles called the meeting and told all my cousins, listen, if you know you're living with a woman that you haven't married formally lives with you, please kindly go and do right by her parents, because the stress we passed through for Adolphus, we will not pass through that for any other person. And I think a lot of people, swung into action and did the needful. So that's pretty much on. I'm super excited for Paul and the new chapter he is about to start with his beautiful bride Ezine. I'm a huge fan of Ezine because that's Ivy Ifeoma, because I feel like she is one person who have used the platform, I mean her husband's platform, really well. A lot of people in her shoes will be doing love law, but she has a boutique in a very strategic plaza in Lekki. Yeah, a really big boutique, Ivy Mac. She runs that boutique like it's her husband's plaza. Because I recall when he was married to his previous wife was like, I don't want to use the word naive. Maybe she thought their marriage was gonna be forever. A lot of things she contributed to build. There were no proper documentations. So even when they went to court, she lost out because there was no evidence that she was part of those projects. Because everything she was like, oh, it's my husband, one family, and I think even the plaza she wanted to take, he gave this lady a shop in that plaza. Well, I guess it's the lady's luck. But the good thing is Anita is doing fantastic. Well, she's done like 2 degrees, 2 master's degree since she relocated. She has a good job. Life is beautiful. She's dating. She's happy. So I think it's a win-win. And I need people to just free Ivy because, I mean, she is just blessed, grace shone upon her, and she's happy. And the fact that Paul had issues with Anita doesn't mean he will also have issues with Ivy. They may have a better understanding. You never can tell with these things. So thank you so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Although nothing much, but I just hope you enjoyed watching. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section.